Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our English class again. The focus of today's class is vocabulary and food and illnesses, accidents, injuries, and social issues. Let us consider everything more carefully on your students' books on section 6b. The first exercise is an activity where you are supposed to replace the words in bold with the words in the list. Veprimtaria e parë. Është një veprimtari ku juve pritet të zëvendësoni fjalët me të zeza, fjalët e dhëna në kuti. I always use fresh cut in small pieces chopped tomatoes to my pasta sauce. He tried to remove any sign, another word for sign is trace of oil, from the floor. He felt feeble, another word for feeble is weak, and had to stay in bed. They pressed or crushed the nuts and sprinkled them on top of the dessert. Wet weather is one of the reasons fruit rots or decays. Pra, frutat prishen. Another word for rot is decay. And I feel a bit hungry. Another word for feeling a bit hungry is feeling peckish. Are there any sandwiches left? Another type of vocabulary activities a student needs to consider is choosing the correct word. Një lloj tjetër veprimtarie fjalori, të cilët nxënësit duhet ta menaxhojnë dhe mjeshtrojnë është të zgjidhin fjalën e duhur nga një grup fjalësh të dhëna. Let us consider it. So, I guess you're ready to start. After eating mushrooms, she dived, fell, or dropped into coma. The exact word is she fell into coma. When you eat an apple, chew it slowly before you swallow, crunch, or munch it. You use swallow to bring the food down in your stomach. Para se ta gëltisësh. He took a quick look, or he gave a quick look into the cupboard. So, into a place, you take a good look into a place, but you give a quick look to somebody. So, here you have the place in the cupboard. He took a quick look in the cupboard to see if there was any sugar left. Cherries have got big seeds, big stems, or big leaves, which are called stones or pits. For cherries, we use big seeds. Poisonous meat, raw or unprocessed meat can contain bacteria that can cause food poisoning. Raw, mishi, haber, mishi, chow. Now, let us consider some types of verbs which are easily confused by the students. Tani, le të shqyrtojmë disa folje, të cilat përdoren gjatë procesit të ngrënit dhe ngatrohen nga nxënësit. We have the verbs lick, munch, snack, crunch, and sip. And we have the term apple, munch. An apple. Munch means to chew food slowly. Munch do thot ta përtypësh ushqimin me ngadalë. We use crunch with a bone, and you say crunch a bone. Crunch means to eat something by making a loud, crushing noise. Crunch a bone, pra ka fshoj duke bërë shurm, pra duke shkaktuar një shurm, një lloj siç ndodh me kafshët kur ka fshojnë kockat. You say lick an ice cream. Lick means to not eat but use the tongue across the surface of something. Then on biscuits, you snack on biscuits, which means that you eat a small amount of something. Snack, hapak, and you vak të lehtë. Then we say sip a drink. In our case, sip a coffee. To drink, bën in small amount. Pra, pi kafen për me sasi të vogla ose pi lëngjet me sasi të vogla. Now, it is time to consider some verbs which are related to health. Tani, është momenti të shqyrtojmë disa folje, të cilat lidhen me shëndetin, or medical assistance we receive, apo me shërbimin mjekësor, të cilin ne marrim. The doctor fill in the verbs in their correct form. Do vendosim foljet në formën e duhur, pra pritet që jo vetëm të marrim foljen, por ta vendosim edhe në foljen e duhur. The doctor a course of antibiotics. The verb here is prescribed. Përshkroi në recet. The doctor prescribed a course of antibiotics. An aspirin can help pain of headache. What can an aspirin do to the pain of a headache? Çfarë mund të bëj aspirina? Dhimbjes së kokës. It can help relieve the pain. Pra, mund të ndihmojë në lehtësimin e dhimbjes. Lisa always treats her minor illnesses with alternative medicine. The phrase is to treat illnesses. Trajtoj sëmundjet. The cream to the burnt area. What do we need to do to the cream? Çfarë duhet të bëjmë me kremin? We need to apply it. Apply the cream to the burnt area twice a day. Aplikoje ose vendose kremin. Then it will take a few days for the wound to heal. Wounds do heal. Pra për të shëruar. He fully recovered from the accident within a month. Recover, marr veten. Many types of cancer can be cured if the disease is found early. And now it is time to consider vocabulary on some types of problems, health problems we may have. Tani është momenti të shqyrtojmë fjalorin rreth disa lloj probleme shëndeti, me të cilat ne mund të përballemi. We have the terms diarrhea, diare, bloated, i fryrë, nausea, ndjesi të vjelli, cramps, ngërç, migraine, dhimbje të forta koke, migraine, and hives. Hives are raised red bumps on the skin, usually as an allergic reaction, pra të skuqura në lëkurë për shkak të skuqje lëkure për shkak të reaksioneve allergjike. Let us consider them. in this exercise. Dhe shërtojnë vendosin e tyre në këto ushtrim. My stomach is swollen. I can't zip my jeans up. I'm bloated. Jam I fryr, pëlsas. I think my head is going to explode. I've got a migraine. I feel like vomiting. I've got nausea. I feel like someone's stabbing my stomach. Stabbing. A thua se po më godet njëri me në stomak. Po më godet me thik. I've got cramps. Kam therje, kam prerje. I can't stop going to the toilet. I've got diarrhea. And my skin is red, lumpy and itchy. I've got hives. Now, it is time to consider some vocabulary related to food and cooking. Tani është momenti të shqyrtojmë fjalor I cili lidhet direkt me ushqimin dhe gatimet. Choose the correct word. What do we do to the cheese? Cila është folja që përdorim për të proponuar djathin? We say Peter grated the cheese. Grate means to rub food over a sharp metal utensil so that it can cut into very small pieces. Grated, në shqip, e kaloi djathin në rende. And what do we do when we put the food, so grated cheese, over the pasta? We sprinkle it. So sprinkled it over the pasta. Shpërndau mbi makarona. Wait for the water boils. We zien. Before you add the pasta, përpara se të shtosh makaronin. It is healthier to fry the onions in olive oil. So you fry the onions in olive oil. I skuq qepët më vaj liri, then in butter. Do you bake the cake yourself? So you bake the cake. Then we beat the eggs. Rahim vezët. But we roast the chicken. Pjekim pulën. Now it is the moment to consider some idioms which are totally related to food or the way we feel about it. Të shqyrtojmë fjalor, cili ka të bëjë me ushqimin, në fakt është pak e çuditshme sepse ka të bëjë me ushqimin, po përdoren terma që kanë të bëjë me pjesët e trupit, të mënyra se si ndihemi rreth tyre. Le të sqarojmë idiomat. Here we have the word tooth, neck, mouth, and leg. John has a beak. So here you keep on with the sentence, you should never trust him. When you don't trust someone with your secrets, then that person has got a big mouth. Has got a big mouth. Okay, pra nuk na shkon tooth, por na shkon mouth. So, ka gojën e madhe. To have got a big mouth, to tell people the secret. That's a real pain in the neck. He always makes noise when I'm trying to study. To be a real pain in the neck means to be very annoying and irritating. Kjo shprehje do të thotë që një person është shumë acarues dhe shumë irritues. There is no need to be angry, Jane. I was just pulling your leg. To pull Somebody's leg means to tease somebody or to fool somebody, believing something that it isn't true. Pra të bësh shaka, se të tallesh. Lisa, now it is the time to use the word tooth. Lisa has a sweet tooth. She eats chocolates. So when you have a sweet tooth, you like eating sugary food. The last activity is an activity where phrasal verbs are considered, but actually these phrasal verbs are related to eating and food. Përmbajtëria e fundit është një përmbajtëri ku foljet frazale shqyrtohen, por këto folje frazale lidhen me fjalor që përdoret për ushqimin apo shëndetin. Let's consider them together. Here we have the verbs come, past, put, and cut. Jim has put on a lot of weight. To put on weight means to add weight to your body. Put on, add, pra ka shtuar, pesh. Terry has come down with the flu and can't go to work today. To come down with an illness means to be diagnosed with an illness. Pra come down with, diagnosifikohesh me. She has to cut down on sugary food. Cut down means reduce. Në shqip, reduktoj, pres, ushqimet, përmbajtjes së cilave është me shumë sheqer. Greg passed out when he saw the blood. In this case, to pass out means to lose consciousness. Në shqip, hiratë, fikët. This was the vocabulary and the situations it was considered for this class. Ky është fjalori dhe situatat në të cilat u shqyrtua për këtë orë mësimi. Goodbye, mirupafshim, see you next class. Ritë dëgjohemi orën e ardhshme.